All right, fishermen slamming the Biden administration's plans to lease 2 million acres of area for wind farm construction. New England Fishermen's Stewardship Association COO Dustin Delano joins us now. Thanks for being with us, Dustin. So what I'm understanding is they want to build a huge wind farm where you guys fish, and that could be a real problem for you. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. You're absolutely right. So this process has been ongoing for several years, but in recent years we've found that the pace has really stepped up to try to get as much done as possible under the current administration. And this massive area is used by hundreds of fishermen across the Gulf of Maine, whether you're from Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and even some of the states further south. So it's incredibly problematic when you look at 2 million acres. And just a little, just for your awareness, we were aware going into this that Maine, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts, actually just Maine and Massachusetts, had a combined goal of 13 gigawatts worth of electricity that they were seeking from offshore wind. Yet BOEM came forward with 32 gigawatts worth of area.
Dustin, it's not just this particular proposal that is encroaching on your industry in general, but also regulations that are coming not even from Congress, but from these regulatory agencies. We've reported on the fact that fishermen have to have, essentially a watchdog on their boat that they're paying for to make sure that they're complying with certain standards. These are just onerous regulations on businesses that essentially could kill you in a matter of time. Just your reaction to what's happening in the evolution of this, and also some of the irony of the policies that are being put into place.
Yes, that's you're absolutely correct. And that's part of why we formed the New England Fishermen's Stewardship Association, because there were so many things being thrown at us. And as fishermen from different types of fisheries, we really wanted to bring everyone together, because these issues that we're facing are larger than just one industry. I mean, ground fishermen, lobstermen, whatever you are, you're under the microscope right now, and it just seems to be something coming at us from every direction. And with this offshore wind agenda out there to attempt to fight climate change, it's almost like environmentalists and different folks are willing to destroy the environment to protect the environment.
Can you tell us specifically the impacts that you've seen on your business?
So as far as offshore wind goes, fortunately there hasn't been any construction yet in the Gulf of Maine. So as a Maine fisherman, that we've lucked out so far, but we're definitely on the radar, and we're up next with development off of our coast. And what makes it unique in the Gulf of Maine is that it's the only place in North America where they are. There are some other places, but specifically here, they're considering floating offshore wind technology, and there are no other sites in North America currently of floating technology. And the difference there is that the water is so deep that they can't use traditional fixed pilings, for that type of technology. So they're talking about these giant 300 by 300 foot cement bases with a 1,000, 12, 1,300 foot turbine that's going to be on top of that.
Wow.
With massive anchoring systems, with chains the size of a pickup bed, with as much scope on those chains as 7 to 1 or even as much as 9 to 1. And so with every tide change and every wind change, all of that chain is going to be scraping across the bottom and destroying everything in its path.
Experimental technology, and they're going to try it out with huge impacts for your industry, Dustin. Very important story. Thanks for sharing it with us today.